अदर सॉफ्टवेयर ग्लिचेस या कुछ?
सॉफ्टवेयर ग्लिचेस तो है
क्या? व्हाट अबाउट हाईवे ड्राइविंग एक्सपीरियंस ऑन द हाईवे?
ओके, सो हाईवे में बहुत सारा मेरा एक्सपीरियंस ड्राइविंग।
हाउ इज द एसी परफॉर्मेंस एंड ऑल विद 5 पीपल?
हाँ, एसी का मैं भूल गया।
हाँ बोलो ना, बात कर ही लेते हैं भाई। रेंज क्या मिल रही है सिटी में एंड क्या मिल रही है हाईवे पर?
राइट, तो मोटर का जो है उसमें आई थिंक द कूलेंट वाज वेरी लिटिल।
ओह गॉड,
एंड नोबडी न्यू।
डिड यू नॉट चेक इन द पीडीआई?
पता नहीं था। पर्पस वाज क्रिटिकल एरर्स।
ओके,
क्या हुआ, गाड़ी रुक गया। whenever we start driving it again, तब it would not go more than 8 kilometers per hour.
However, अगर मैं आपको पूछूं कि टाटा सर्विस को आप क्या रेटिंग दोगे आउट ऑफ 10, तो व्हाट विल बी योर रेटिंग एंड वाई? नमस्ते एवरीवन एंड वेलकम बैक टू द न्यू वीडियो। मैं हूं आपका दोस्त निखिल, आप देख रहे हैं एवोल्यूशन निक, आपका अपना ऑनेस्ट और पॉजिटिव ईवी चैनल। मैं आया हुआ हूं बैंगलोर सिटी करने के लिए बहुत सारे ओनरशिप रिव्यूज, और आज सबसे पहला रिव्यू करने वाला हूं टाटा हैरियर ईवी का। एक लॉन्ग टर्म ओनरशिप रिव्यू होने वाली है। फर्स्ट लॉट की टाटा हैरियर है। क्या इसके कस्टमर इससे खुश हैं, क्या इससे नाराज हैं, क्या इसमें ग्लिच आई, क्या आपको ये गाड़ी आज के डेट पे खरीदनी चाहिए, इन सारे क्वेश्चंस का आंसर मैं आपको देने वाला हूं। आप अगर एक ईवी खरीदने में इंटरेस्टेड है या पर्टिकुलरली टाटा हैरियर ईवी खरीदने में इंटरेस्टेड है, तो इस वीडियो को पूरा देखना, बहुत सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन मिलेगी। अच्छी लगी तो एक लाइक, दूसरों तक शेयर, और हमारे चैनल पे नए हैं, अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है, हिट द सब्सक्राइब बटन एंड द बेल नोटिफिकेशन फॉर ऑल आवर फ्यूचर अपडेट्स। विदाउट वेस्टिंग एनी टाइम, लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड, लेट्स गेट गोइंग। तो बिना टाइम वेस्ट किए बुलाते हैं इस ब्यूटीफुल से गाड़ी के ओनर को, पुरुषोत्तम सर। प्लीज वेलकम टू द चैनल।
Hello Nikhil ji, how are you?
All good, all good. Please, that's the camera. Introduce yourself and tell them little bit about your car.
Sure. Hello everyone, my name is Purushottam. I'm from Bangalore and I'm the owner of this Harrier EV. This is a Fearless 75 model, and so far it's been 10 months with the car. It's one of the first lot that Tata released. And I'm pretty happy with the car.
अब ये खुश हैं कि नहीं, ये तो वीडियो के दौरान में हमको पता ही चल जाएगा, क्योंकि कुछ डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चंस है पुरुषोत्तम सर, जो आपके लिए मैं लेकर आया हूं, बिकॉज एवरीबडी नोज इट्स अ गुड कार। आई बिलीव कंप्लीटली इट्स अ वेरी गुड कार, बट हम सबको ये भी पता है जो फर्स्ट लॉट की कार्स थी उसमें कुछ ग्लिचेस, कुछ निगल्स आए थे। तो मेरा सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन है कि कितने किलोमीटर ये गाड़ी अभी तक चल चुकी है?
अभी तक करीबन 10,000 की आसपास चली है। इट्स अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 9,500 that it has run, and mostly it gets used for long drives. So
not for city?
Not for city. City में बहुत कम है, लेकिन long drive में ज़्यादा है।
So 9,500, almost 10,000 kilometers driven, almost 10 months of ownership. First things first, when did you book it? How much did you get it for? And how much was the waiting period on the car?
Right. So we booked it around July of last year, and they told us they will try to deliver at least by mid-September.
Okay.
But then me and my partner, we bought two same cars at the same time. So it was basically two cars.
Are you a gambler by any chance?
No,
you're not. You don't even look like one. Because as it is, people get skeptical कि EV खरीदना है कि नहीं. 1 year back also that skepticism was very high. And you are saying you bought two cars together.
Two cars at the same time.
Please tell them a little bit more about that experience.
Right. So both of us, me and my partner, so I am a businessman, I own a company, so we do both hardware and software. So me and my partner, we were driving a i20 before, and we were looking for a bigger car because most of the times we travel home, and ऐसा हो जाता है कि with the family and stuff, you need a slightly bigger space inside.
Yeah.
So the space not only just matters for passengers, but also for the luggage.
Yeah.
So when I come from coastal Karnataka, what happens is usually we carry a lot of stuff that we don't get it here in Bangalore, or maybe it's much better that side. So our cars are always loaded when we travel from that side to this side.
Got it.
So now we wanted a bigger car. We were looking for a lot of ICE options and all that, but we could not find much.
Right.
Okay. Either they were on a very higher side, like 30 lakhs plus, or something within 20 were all kind of mini SUVs, or could be hatchbacks and so on.
Okay. So can you briefly just say what were the cars that you were considering before, and what was your buying experience like? When did you get the delivery of this car?
It was end of September.
And that was quite in the early days of
Absolutely.
So how was the buying experience? Like what all you did and how did you come to the decision of buying this car?
Right. So basically, what happened is we were looking at multiple options. Some of them SUVs like Mahindra XUV 700.
XUV700.
Yeah. Then Innova High Cross, and then on the lower side Toyota
High Cross.
High Rider. As
High
well.
Rider, yeah, okay, yes.
So, but then the problem is High Rider was good in all terms, but then the boot space was very low, so
Yeah.
it didn't work out for us.
Yeah.
And then Innova High Cross and XUV 700 were all like 32, 33 range.
Yeah.
Right. So then we were thinking of trying out EVs. So we started looking out in the
Yeah.
market and things like that. But then at that moment we only had under Tata we had Curve, which was the highest version, and in Mahindra they had just launched
XUV9 and the BE6. Yes, correct.
So again, the BE6, probably the interiors inside, we didn't like it much because of maybe our physics and things like that.
Correct.
But then the XUV9E was really a nice one in terms of look and all that. So
Yeah.
we thought, okay, we did a test drive and all that. But then again, the price factor, and then it is an EV.
Yeah.
So again, the first thought, because we are first, this is our first EV.
Yeah.
So the natural thought comes, can we actually invest that kind of money on EV and things like that?
Yeah, I
So-
remember our conversation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So then it is like okay, let's wait for some time.
Yeah.
And in Karnataka, any car below 25 lakhs had a RTO tax exemption. That moment.
Correct. This was about 3 months back. April 1st, they changed it to 10%
Yeah,
above
could be
10 lakh.
March, April, yes.
Right? But you got it.
I got it. I got
How much
mine.
did you pay on road for this car?
Okay, so I think it came. There are different parts to it, right?
Okay.
There is RTO, there is the GST
Yeah.
part, then the actual car cost, and then there is insurance.
Of course.
So I took insurance from outside.
So which insurance are you using?
So I'm using ACO. We got an ACO for both the cars.
Oh, for both the cars.
For both the cars. Yeah.
So you did not think that ACO क्यों ले रहे हैं? The claim settlement is good or bad or ये सब thought processes आए थे?
No, honestly, before we got into this, I was watching your channels, and I've seen a lot of places where there was some mention of ACO.
Yeah.
And on the other side, we have been using ACO for other insurance.
Nice. Okay.
So these two combined together adds to our confidence. Then we went for a quote.
Yeah.
We got it at a very good price,
Yeah.
and I think it worked out. So we decided to go with ACO.
So how much did you end up paying for this?
So I think totally, without the accessories,
Yeah.
it came to around 26 approximately.
total
Slightly
steal
lesser
rate.
than 26.
And now you know that around 2.5 lakh rupees discount is
Absolutely.
going on in that. But people from Bangalore, the price at which he got his car, you'll probably end up getting it around the same price,
Same price.
because now with the road tax of 10%,
Yes.
you'll end up paying 2.5 lakh rupees, so it gets nullified. So tell me, when did you finally decide कि नहीं चलो गाड़ी लेनी है और Harrier ही लेनी है?
So firstly, I live in a community, so
Yeah.
it's a society.
Yeah.
So there was question in mind that can I actually get a charger if I go for an EV and
Right.
things like that. But then the best part, there were two EVs already in my community when
Okay.
we actually started looking for EVs, and those are Nexons.
Yeah, okay.
Right, and what they had done is, because we cannot get our home chargers installed, they had approached Tata, and Tata actually got a community charger installed in our apartment.
7.2 or the DC?
7.2.
Okay, how much are they charging per unit?
So I think right now it's around 13.5 plus GST.
Still expensive. Don't you
Slightly
think so? Yeah.
expensive, but it is still okay compared to the commercial charges.
Yeah, but then again, if you think about it, the cost that you would incur installing the charger and buying the charger and everything, हाँ ठीक है, more or less.
Correct. So
Evens out.
let's say we work out that math. I need to get the charger. So now when I bought this car, I didn't get the wall box charger
Yeah.
with it. And दूसरा चीज़ है कि if I have to get my home charger, I need to get a separate meter.
Yeah.
And for that meter, with the at least minimum 8 kilowatt load sanction, the electricity board here would charge somewhere around 1 lakh.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so 1 lakh, let's say the
Yeah.
charger was, if I go with a factory charger, it was 50,000.
Right.
So 1.5 it didn't make sense. So
Yeah.
rather, I pay a little bit
No,
more.
you can always buy a certified charger from offline. I know now that awareness is more. 1 year back, that awareness was less.
Was less.
But there are some links in the description. You can check out some of the chargers. Yes. But it's good for people like you who have like 1,000 or 1,500 kilometers a month driving needs. But people who are like 3,000, 3,500, for them that 13 rupees is like almost, plus the GST,
Right.
is almost paying 1.5x on what they would have actually spent if they had home charging infrastructure.
Absolutely. If they're looking for
Yeah.
cost saving, then definitely they should get a home
So
charger.
you had the charging infrastructure taken care of.
Yes.
And
Already 2 EVs in
Yeah.
place in the community.
so then how did you finally decide?
And then I started looking out for channels, YouTube channels, looking out for, kind of reviews, what we should do, what we should not do, and things like
Yeah.
that. Luckily, I found you.
नहीं मैंने इनको पहले से बोल दिया था ऐसा बोल देने के लिए अपनी मार्केटिंग हो जाएगी करके नहीं ऐसा नहीं है नो बट थैंक यू सो मच फॉर रीचिंग आउट टू मी ऑल्सो I hope that conversation was fruitful and I hope that
Absolutely.
my suggestion was not a bad one.
No, absolutely, absolutely. It made a lot of sense. It gave a lot of confidence because probably you are having EV from a long time, and
Yeah.
all those experience
Yeah.
that you shared with me, and maybe you're doing it now with other people.
Yeah.
It helps a lot of us.
No, thank you so much. But it's not about me. It's about this car. So I have some more questions. This was about his ownership. That कितने में खरीदी, कब खरीदी, ये clear हो गया. And see, I keep telling you, only buy an EV if you have somewhere your home charging ready. So he had that community charger in his
Absolutely.
society. For people who don't, reach out to me. I can help you understand what you should do or should not do. So Purushottam, before I move into a couple of difficult questions, I want to know how was the buying experience? Oh, not just with Tata, but your buying experience, because right now the demand is going up,
Right.
the supplies are going down. People have to wait for about 2 months, 4 months to get their EVs. So how was your buying experience? Quickly, if you can share that.
Right. So
No need to take the name of any dealerships. We don't promote any dealerships. Not that I'm promoting Acco also. You guys know that, right? Please.
Right. So what happened is Tata had a kind of a display or a demo at our society.
Okay.
And they had bought in Curve. And, at that moment, Harrier was launched. And we were all seeing the videos on YouTube, that Elephant Hill climb and whatnot, right? So then we also found out that, there could be a pricing which could be below 25 lakhs for at least one of the models.
Right.
So that's where everything clicked. We, me and my partner, we decided, let us at least pre-book.
Yeah.
We'll test drive and then we'll see what.
Yeah, because it's refundable. Correct.
Absolutely. So then, because this demo was there in our apartment, we kind of, had a good conversation with them, with the Tata people, and then, the next day we did a pre-booking. Now that process was pretty smooth. And whatever documents they asked, everything we submitted, it was clear. They picked up from home. All was good. And then I think...
Oh, nice.
So, and then I think at some point of time, they told us that, the demo cars will be ready in a month or so.
Okay.
Now once we do the booking, our patience starts...
Absolutely.
Shaking.
Correct.
So it really didn't happen in 1 month because I think, Tata had to actually kind of disperse the cars from their plant into so many different locations. So I think it took around 1.5 months.
Okay.
From there.
How much did they promise you? How much time will it take versus how much time that it actually took?
They told us actually like 20 days mein gaadi aa jayega.
Okay.
So, but I think it took around 40 days.
So are you okay with that or you were not happy with the delay?
I was okay with it because it's a new car.
Okay.
So समझ में आता है कि things take time.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, there's curiosity, anxiety,
Correct.
EV again.
Correct. But one thing I have to credit you on that, जो हम पहले भी बोल रहे थे कि guts चाहिए एक नहीं 2 गाड़ी लेने के लिए. So initial lot की टाटा हैरियर्स में कुछ एक ग्लिचेस आई थी, हमने वीडियोस पे भी देखा था.
Yes.
और अभी के टाइम पर आई नो फॉर अ फैक्ट उस पर काफी काम हो चुका है. दे हैव ऑलरेडी कम अ लॉन्ग वे इन द सॉफ्टवेयर एंड द बैटरी एंड द मोटर ऑफ दिस कार. हाउएवर अगर मैं आपको पूछूं कि टाटा सर्विस को आप क्या रेटिंग दोगे आउट ऑफ 10, तो व्हाट विल बी योर रेटिंग एंड व्हाई सो?
So I think so far I've placed the services twice.
The regular service.
हाँ, तो वो जो कूलेंट का इशू हो गया था तब फर्स्ट सर्विस भी कर लिया था.
Okay.
And second service, free service हो गया है already.
Okay.
So at 2 different service centers.
Okay.
And at least for me, I've not faced any challenges that I've heard of in the market.
Okay.
ठीक ठाक टाइम पे देते और कर देते जो काम बोला है.
चलो, that's good.
हाँ, but बाकी
So not everything is bad. as people say, it's different people would have different experiences. I have a different experience, so does he. And if you have had a good experience, share it. If not, let me know. I would love to share it with everyone else. However, did you face any initial glitches on this car? Are you facing any glitches right now in this car? Did you complain to Tata? How did they respond to it? Did they fix it? Please share that experience.
Sure. So, in terms of the buying experience, again, वो दिन आ गया finally that they agreed for us to take our cars for
Yeah.
delivery, and we are new. PDI is something that we really didn't know. And
किसने किया PDI?
आप तो नहीं दे रहे थे उस time पे.
I wish I had, extended my services during that time. But हाँ, ठीक है, no problem.
Right.
हाँ.
So we did it ourselves to say, and we are all, much, we don't have any experience.
Yeah.
So we faced a lot of issues with the, kind of, I would say there are two classes of issues. Okay?
Yeah.
One is when you take the car, okay, clean नहीं है, ये mark है, वो mark है, यहाँ पे painting ठीक नहीं है, वो सब रहता है.
वो था
थोड़ा
PDI
बहुत
के टाइम पर था. So what did you tell them during
Actually,
the PDI?
अपना delivery था सुबह में.
हाँ.
The plan was we take the delivery by 9 p.m.
Okay.
9 a.m.
हाँ.
Sorry. And then we drive to my hometown.
And
That was the plan.
पूजा with
पूजा
parents.
करके
हाँ.
सीधा निकलो.
Oh, got it. हाँ.
घर जाना है.
हाँ.
Okay. But क्या हुआ कि जब तक गाड़ी मिला, I think it was 2 p.m. in the afternoon.
Okay.
Because of all these small issues that they had to. वो तो है ही.
चलो ठीक है.
उसके बाद क्या हुआ? The next day I started hometown. I finished the trip. I came back. Clocked in like 1,000+ kilometers.
And 2 days.
In 2 days of buying the car.
Wow. Okay.
उसके बाद all of a sudden I wanted to take the car out. कुछ problems आने लगे जैसे वो critical alerts and something on the dashboard. Yeah, it started blinking all
Okay.
these different alerts.
And being a first-time EV owner, that must have been
It was a mess.
scary. हाँ.
It was so scary. तब पूरा वो negative thoughts याद आ गया.
क्यों
Then
लिया
I was
EV?
like, हाँ क्यों लिया EV? अरे second, within a week of all these things, all
Right.
this started.
Right.
तो क्या करना है अभी?
Right.
I really didn't know. And उसके बाद क्या हुआ? I was anyways driving the car to do something with Tata. I really forgot
Yeah.
what I was trying to do. I
Yeah.
wanted to go to the showroom.
Yeah.
But then I went and did a different purpose there altogether.
Okay.
ठीक है? Purpose was critical errors.
Okay.
क्या हुआ? गाड़ी रुक गया. Whenever we start, driving it again, तब it would not go more than 8 kilometers per hour.
Auxiliary battery में कुछ loose connection था या कुछ? You don't know. Okay. Okay.
I have no clue.
Okay. 8 kilometers.
8 kilometers. मतलब वो जो procession में लेके जाते हैं ना.
Crawl.
वैसा.
It was in crawl mode basically.
It was
crawl mode.
Then finally I got the person, the EV in charge here,
Yeah.
to come and sit with me.
Yeah.
Rather, I told him, you drive, I'll sit. He was asking what happened, so what happened. And then, he started driving.
And the car was performing well.
नहीं, वो जब थोड़ा वो gap था, because he had to come from the showroom ना. I had kept it halted for like 20 minutes. I don't know what cooled down.
हाँ.
It started working.
I tell this in so many of my videos कि service center वालों के सामने में ना, when you try to show a problem, somehow it always disappears.
Disappears.
And the moment they disappear, it reappears.
It reappears.
Did it happen with you
It
as well?
happened.
And
But then क्या किया? I didn't give up.
हाँ.
He came. I could not show what the problem is. I told him, no, let's go for a drive. I want to show something. I didn't tell him too much. Then he sat, he drove. He took a big round. So तब it started moving at 30 kilometers per hour. And that's normal, Bangalore city driving speeds.
Yeah.
उससे ज़्यादा तो नहीं होगा यहाँ
Yeah.
पे. फिर क्या हुआ? Suddenly, again the problem started coming when
Good.
he was driving.
Okay, good.
तब उसके बाद he was not able to drive more than 7-8 kilometers per hour.
Crawl mode. Okay.
बस देन हो गया, सर्विस सेंटर में रख दिया गाड़ी.
कितने दिन?
आई थिंक ऑलमोस्ट 12 days.
Oh, not bad. 12 days. Huh?
Much better.
I know. Not just Tata. I know many people whose car have been
Months.
in the service center for months. So 12 days, and did they fix the problem? What was the problem?
तो फर्स्ट बैच गाड़ी, they also didn't know.
हाँ.
एक ही इंजीनियर था कंप्लीट सर्विस सेंटर में.
Oh boy.
And they were saying, every time I call them, they're saying, no, we are checking with the Pune plant. And the same story kept going.
I know, yeah.
And they said they have fixed it. They took it for test drive again the same problem.
Yeah.
And they really didn't know what to do.
Right. Do you blame them, or Like, do you understand their problem or it's not an excuse?
As a customer,
Haan.
I would definitely blame because I've invested money.
Yeah, correct.
But being in their shoes, I feel, the technology is new. So the better thing Tata could
Yeah.
have done is train their engineers
Yeah.
much ahead of the launch.
Got it.
Right? So that would have maybe, solved the
Fair
issue.
expectation. Fair expectation.
Correct. So then उसके बाद क्या हुआ? One, like, let's say after a week or so, again started bothering them. Then they said there was some issue. We drained the coolant.
हाँ.
एक बैटरी का कूलेंट था और एक मोटर का कूलेंट था.
Correct.
बैटरी का एक साइड में है मोटर का. मोटर का जो है उसमें I think the coolant was very little
Oh God.
and nobody knew.
Did you not check in the PDI?
पता नहीं था.
1 second, guys. This is for you. In many of my PDI videos and in my PDI also, coolant is that one thing that I request you guys to check as a part of your PDI. Just bonnet खोलना है और coolant level check करना है. Minimum maximum के बीच होना चाहिए तो maximum के ऊपर होना चाहिए.
Correct.
Okay, that's the tip. हाँ, so I think it was the coolant. हाँ. Then they gave the car back.
हाँ, उन्होंने क्या बोला? They completely drained the coolant.
हाँ.
And then they topped it up fully.
Yeah.
And उसके बाद they took again.
Yeah.
I think they drove around 100
Yeah.
kilometers.
Yeah.
Things were solved. They
And
gave
since
it back.
then वो problem वापस आई गाड़ी में?
नहीं, कभी नहीं.
It has not come. So I'm
Touch wood,
quite.
yeah.
So I think more than often must have been the coolant issue only.
Correct.
What other software glitches या कुछ?
Software glitches तो है.
क्या?
Keeps
जैसे?
coming once in a while.
जैसे for example.
जैसे सीट बेल्ट पहन कर भी कभी-कभी बजर आता है.
Beep sound है.
Beep sound
अच्छा,
है.
Okay. Did you tell the service center to have a look at it or not yet?
नहीं, वो इग्नोर कर दिया.
But जब सर्विस में जाती हो तब बोल दो ना. I
तब
mean,
बोल
हाँ,
दूंगा.
तब बोल दो. हाँ.
दूसरा चीज है कि some 2-3 times I've faced this. Key doesn't detect. वो unlock नहीं होता है.
Are you using any cover on the key?
No.
You're not using any
नहीं,
cover in the key.
नहीं, plain ही
Check
है.
the battery because sometimes the battery gets drained of the key. Have you tried changing the battery?
No, I've tried with the other remote.
And it did it work?
It's the same thing. Sometimes it
thing?
works, sometimes it
Okay,
doesn't work.
okay.
Right. Sometimes what happens, you unlock from the remote. Boot को वो बटन से खोलना मुश्किल हो जाता है. It doesn't open.
Oh, okay.
Then you have to press the boot open in the key again, and then
Oh.
it opens.
I think these are software
These are all
bugs,
software
but you should
bugs.
get it rectified. No, I'm sure it's a quick patchwork
Absolutely.
that they can do. And don't sit on these
Right.
problems. And also to you guys, I would say कि I know things are not perfect yet, but then again, I feel, how you manage the problems and how you mitigation is not in our hand.
Right.
हम तो ठीक नहीं कर सकते. हमसे थोड़ा बहुत जो भी मतलब जुगाड़ वाला काम होगा वो हम कर देंगे. But the mitigation or the repair, that has to be
Service center.
service center. So, anyways, please continue. If there is more to that, please.
And दूसरा very strange one. So we were actually outside of Bangalore, and क्या हुआ कि car was parked in hot sun,
Okay.
like extreme heat.
Yeah.
ठीक है, and I think we were on a spiritual visit, so almost 2 hours it was in the sun. When I came back and tried to start the car, so every time I start the car, okay, I don't wear the seat belt.
Ah.
When I change
The gear.
that's when I wear the seat belt.
Okay.
अभी क्या हो रहा था इसमें, which was very strange, never appeared again, but सीट बेल्ट डाले बिना गाड़ी चेंज नहीं हो रहा था. वो ड्राइव पोजीशन जा ही नहीं रहा था.
Okay. Okay.
ओके,
मतलब even after you pressing the
पार्किंग रिलीज हो रहा था.
हाँ.
वो जो लीवर है वो चेंज करने से डी में नहीं जा रहा था.
अच्छा.
End
But वो
में ही
एक ही बार आया प्रॉब्लम.
हाँ.
Again, मैंने अपने वीडियो पे भी बोला है, there are so many problems that might just come, disappear and never reappear. This was one of them.
Only
in your
once.
case.
Only
Okay.
once.
Okay.
तब किसी ने ग्रुप में बोला कि सीट बेल्ट डाल के एक बार ट्राई करो.
तब हो गया.
हाँ.
देखो इसमें कम्युनिटी अपनी हेल्प होती है.
100%.
Our community helps a lot, and you should also, if you're a part of the EV community, if not join, but try to help out people. Be available. थोड़ा बहुत ही टाइम लगता है, but I think that helps. Any other glitches before I move on to the happy part of the video?
तो उसको छोड़ के आई थिंक सॉफ्टवेयर में टच का थोड़ा बहुत इधर उधर. एंड देन एक बार हुआ था कि पावर विंडोज काम नहीं कर रहे थे.
अच्छा.
दीज आर ऑल वन ऑफ, इट नेवर अपीयर्ड अगेन.
Okay.
बट द बेस्ट सॉल्यूशन दैट यू ओनली टोल्ड मी इज स्टॉप. I do one step extra to that.
Correct.
Lock the car, move out,
अच्छा, okay.
come in,
Okay. And restarts.
works.
Go. Okay. सी एज लॉन्ग, मैंने बोला कुछ एक ट्रबल शूटिंग हमें सीखनी पड़ेगी, बट देखो ये पूछने का रीज़न ये नहीं है कि गाड़ी में प्रॉब्लम है कि नहीं, अगर प्रॉब्लम है तो उससे हाउ टू गेट आउट ऑफ इट. सो आर यू लाइक अ कंप्लीट हेटर ऑफ दिस कार और यू लव दिस कार?
No, I love this car.
So let me ask you, what are the things you like about this car? But before that, if you are liking this whole background, because I'm from Kolkata, और आप अगर बैंगलोर से हो या फिर बैंगलोर में ट्रैवल कर रहे हो अपनी ईवी को लेकर, then this is a great place in Whitefield जहाँ पर आप अपनी ईवी को चार्ज कर सकते हो. I believe there is a nominal charge or not, I don't know, but you can call them and find out. There is a charging here for sure. So people वो जो कहते हैं ना 3+1 charging, so there is a 7.2 kilowatt charger. So there's a number on your screen, reach out to them. Before I move into the tire issue and the range, okay, because I know people are literally, they must be typing कि भाई टायर के बारे में पूछ रहे हैं, पूछेंगे. पहले बताओ कि बैंगलोर में how practical is this car and how easy or difficult it is to drive around the Bangalore city with a car of this size.
Right. So initially when we bought this car, or rather placed an order, a lot of people told us, why are you going for a Harrier?
Yeah.
They didn't know that, I usually go for long drives, but
Yeah.
then they were saying like, okay, गाड़ी Bangalore में चलाना मुश्किल होगी, Bangalore traffic is very heavy and things like that. But then honestly, I never felt that way. In fact, it's very easy to drive the car.
Yeah.
And let's say in terms of traffic also, because it is a bigger car, probably people leave space also कि चलो ठीक है जाने दो.
So practical कह सकते हो उसको.
100%.
Even for a city like Bangalore.
100%.
What about highway? Driving experience on the highway.
Okay. So highway में बहुत सारा मेरा experience driving highway पे ही रहा है.
Correct.
तो उसमें like let's say it is very stable in terms of we don't feel the shake. So I come from a background where I was driving I-20. Correct. So छोटा गाड़ी था. We can't blame the guy for it. But then from smaller car to bigger car, once you shift, you'll know the difference that it doesn't shake at higher speeds. बहुत स्टेबल है. और दूसरा चीज़ है कि इवन कंट्रोल्स बहुत इजी है.
करेक्ट.
एंड आई ऑल्सो फील दैट the sitting position is pretty higher in this car.
Proper SUV stance.
Absolutely. Because at hometown in our family we also have Innova and we have Kia cars and so on. But then I used to think those ones are like SUVs, but then the real difference came when this came into our house.
Okay, great. How many people do you think can sit comfortably in this car?
तो इस कार में तो we have only tried 5.
बैठ जाते हैं आराम से.
पीछे सीट में बहुत सा विड्थ है.
हाँ.
तो एटलीस्ट माई साइज कंफर्टेबल.
हाउ इज द एसी परफॉर्मेंस एंड ऑल विद 5 पीपल?
हाँ, एसी का मैं भूल गया.
हाँ, बोलो ना.
रेयर में एसी थोड़ा सा कम लगता है.
विंडो मतलब पैनल में है ना, आई बिलीव बी पिलर पे दिया है.
वो करेक्ट.
ओके.
तो क्या होता है कि एक्चुअली मे बी द कूलिंग इज फाइन, बट वो जो ब्लो है ना, एयर का ब्लो वो कम है.
Okay.
So what we need to do usually, if I'm driving with family, because it's with kids, all of them sit behind.
Yeah.
So मैं वो जो side का है ना, वो बंद रखता हूँ.
अच्छा, okay.
Vents.
हाँ.
तो पीछे में थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो जाता है. And I keep the fan faster.
Okay, हाँ.
I don't change with temperature.
हाँ, okay.
Temperature से याद आया और एक glitch था.
हाँ, बताइए.
24 पे रखो. तो कभी-कभी गाड़ी गरम हवा देने लगती है.
हाँ.
That used to come like quite often in the initial days.
नहीं, ये सब में है. ऑटो पे रखोगे तो गर्म हवा दे देगी.
मैनुअल पे रखो तो भी गर्म हवा देती है.
हाँ. पता नहीं, ये मेरे गाड़ी में भी होता था, बट आजकल नहीं होता है. गर्मियों में बहुत ज्यादा होता है. अच्छा, ये सर्दियों में लाइक
विंटर में ज्यादा होता है.
विंटर्स टाइम में
दैट इज व्हाट इवन आई नोटिस.
राइट.
और एक चीज है कि दीस डेज इट हैज रिड्यूस्ड. इट डजंट हैपन क्वाइट ऑफन, बट इट यूज्ड टू बी द केस. सो 23.5 रखो. हाँ. तब ये प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
ये प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. ये कुछ तो चीज, इसका मुझे हैक नहीं पता है.
हाँ.
ये एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट है. 23.5 पे वो प्रॉब्लम आएगी ही नहीं. और 24 पे आएगी.
हाँ.
ये एम्बिएंट टेम्परेचर का कुछ एक इसमें लेना देना है भाई. मेरे को नहीं पता, इसका आंसर आपको पता है तो आप कमेंट सेक्शन में लिखो. बट सो सी, हमने प्रैक्टिकलिटी समझ ली, हमने सर्विस एक्सपीरियंस समझ लिया, हमने ओवरऑल ओनरशिप एक्सपीरियंस जो था वो समझ ली. बट अब कुछ एक इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें हैं जो आप जानना चाहते हो. सो टायर्स आफ्टर 10,000 किलोमीटर्स, व्हाट इज योर, हाउ इज योर टायर कंडीशन, व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट इट?
अभी तो ठीक ठाक ही लग रहा है.
हाँ.
मे बी आई डोंट नो इफ आई एम डूइंग थिंग्स राइट और रॉन्ग, बट
यार मुझे नया ही लग रहा है आफ्टर 10,000. व्हाई पीपल आर सेइंग घिस जा रहे, मुझे नहीं पता.
शायद मे बी देयर इज अ थ्रिल इन ड्राइविंग ईवी, तो एक्सेलरेटर दबाओ तो वो आ जाता है ना.
ये सही है, मैंने वीडियो बनाई है, नहीं देखी है तो जाके देखो. बट लिटरली जस्ट लुक एट इट एंड इट्स अ रेयर व्हील ड्राइव. आफ्टर 10,000 हैव यू एवर स्वैप टायर रोटेशन?
7,000 पे जब सेकंड सर्विस किया था, रोटेट किया था.
परफेक्ट. देखो दिस इज करेक्ट. सो एज आई सेड, बाय द ईवी, ट्रीट इट लाइक ईवी, द ईवी विल रिवॉर्ड यू बैक फॉर श्योर. ठीक है. सो टायर्स इसके तो
हाँ, तो
मेरे को सही लग रहा है भाई.
थ्रिल के लिए नहीं चला है.
हाँ,
ईवी जैसा चला है, थोड़ा सा
हाईवे पे मैक्सिमम कितना स्पीड में? 100.
120 तक गया हूँ.
हाँ.
लेकिन ऐसे नहीं कि 0 to 120.
एंड यू आर वेरी लाइट फुटेड ड्राइवर.
बहुत
तो
light
चलो
footed.
अब बात कर ही लेते हैं भाई. रेंज क्या मिल रही है सिटी में एंड क्या मिल रही है हाईवे पर?
राइट. तो सिटी में इट डिपेंड्स ऑन,
एंड इट्स अ रेयर व्हील ड्राइव. करेक्ट.
इट्स अ रेयर व्हील ड्राइव. राइट. तो सिटी में क्या होता है कि इफ देयर इज टू मच बम्पर टू बम्पर ट्रैफिक जैसे बैंगलोर में रहता है, आई थिंक आई डोंट नो व्हाट टू से अबाउट
That's okay. If I were you, I wouldn't even be worried about क्या रेंज मिल रही है सिटी में, because I can go home and charge the car. 350 to 400, 450, पता नहीं, I don't know. But
आएगा, उतना तो आएगा.
फर्क पड़ता है हाईवे पर.
हाईवे
वहाँ पे क्या रेंज मिलती है, किस स्पीड पे चलाते हो? आपने बोला 100 पे जनरली चलाते हो.
100 मैक्सिमम है.
मैक्सिमम.
हाँ.
What
80
range?
से 100
हाँ.
चलाना इज द बेस्ट थिंग टू डू.
Cruise, you put it on cruise and you drive or no? You-
नहीं, और एक चीज सीख
हाँ,
लिया. तो
हाँ.
इतना टाइम जब भी ट्रिप मारा था, क्रूज पे चलाता था, एंड आई यूज्ड टू कीप 95 एज द लिमिट.
Great.
तो उस टाइम पे 450 तक, 450 460 पक्का आ जाता.
Okay.
अभी और एक चीज है कि माय
हाँ.
होम टाउन इट्स इन कोस्टल कर्नाटका,
हाँ.
वेस्टर्न घाट. सो ऑनवर्ड ड्राइव इज फॉर मी डाउनहिल.
Downhill. हाँ.
हाँ, तो जाने के टाइम पे ज्यादा देती है, ऊपर आने
Of
के टाइम
course.
पे कम है.
Correct. Correct.
तो वो अपहिल में ऑल दिस वाइल आई हैड दैट साइकोलॉजी एंड आई हैड टू चार्ज इट. And because of my driving style, it was probably, I would say, maximum वो 400 तक रुक जाती. Now 400 is 100 to 0% of battery.
Correct.
Zero कोई करता नहीं है.
Correct. Correct.
10 के नीचे कोई जाता नहीं है.
Correct. मैं तो बोलता हूँ 20 के नीचे भी मत जाओ.
20 के नीचे भी मत जाओ.
हाँ.
हाँ. If that is the case, then I cannot reach Bangalore.
Correct.
तो हमेशा I used to charge.
Correct.
इस बार क्या किया, the very previous trip, I discovered something a little bit different.
Absolutely good.
स्पोर्ट मोड पे डाला.
हाँ.
ये जो रीजन है,
हाँ.
उसको
Region
बंद
off.
कर डाला.
Region off कर दिया. Very good.
बंद कर डाला.
हाँ.
कार पूरा कोस्टिंग में चलता है.
हाँ.
एक्सेलेरेटर दबाओ, हटाओ, फिर भी चलती है.
करेक्ट है.
तो क्या हुआ,
उससे टायर भी कम घिसता है.
कम घिसता है.
हाँ. करेक्ट है.
पहले ऐसा साइकोलॉजी था कि इको मोड में L3 में चलो, यू गेट 600 रेंज.
Correct.
दैट इज नॉट ट्रू.
हाँ.
तो अभी क्या किया, स्पोर्ट में
Region off.
बंद.
Region off. Using the coasting of the car. Very
ओनली
good.
आई यूज द कोस्टिंग सो
हाँ.
वेल.
And this is uphill.
पक्का अपहिल है.
हाँ.
एंड स्टीप अपहिल.
हाँ.
यूजुअली कैसे होता है कि व्हेन आई स्टार्ट फ्रॉम माय होम टाउन
हाँ.
एंड आई क्रॉस द अप, मतलब आई रीच द फ्लैट सरफेस, 50% तो 100% गॉन.
Correct.
इस बार क्या हुआ, आई थिंक अराउंड 38% इट गॉट यूज्ड. 38
Oh,
to
not
40%.
bad. मतलब 62% पर
हाँ.
you were there.
बचा था.
So कितना वो? That is more than 450. Around 470.
470 तक बोल सकते हैं.
Not bad.
क्या हुआ, इंस्टेड ऑफ ड्राइविंग एट क्रूज, there is that monitor which says
Yeah,
okay
yeah,
what
the
is the
energy
power
consumption,
energy
हाँ, energy
consumption.
consumption.
तो उसको एक लिमिट में,
हाँ.
इमेजिनरी लिमिट में रखा.
Correct. Correct.
उससे कभी ऊपर नहीं गया.
Nice.
Now at some points where they were down and up, the car was going beyond 100.
हाँ.
Where it was up, it was going at 70.
Correct.
उस पे स्पीड पे ध्यान नहीं दिया.
Good.
Only the the energy consumption.
Basically you were using the momentum of the car.
हाँ.
Very good. देखो, see, this is what I like and this is what you should also do. हर ड्राइवर को अलग अलग तरीके से गाड़ी को चलाना चाहिए, एक्सपेरिमेंट करना चाहिए, टू फाइंड व्हाट इज द बेस्ट मोड और रीजन जहाँ पे आपको बेस्ट रेंज मिलेगी. इनको स्पोर्ट्स, और मैंने अपने एक वीडियो पे ये भी बोला है कि मैंने स्पोर्ट्स पर रीजन ऑफ करके चलाया, मुझे भी बहुत अच्छी रेंज मिली थी. तो आप बताओ आप किस मोड पे अपनी ईवी को चलाते हो. मैं तो चलाता हूँ जनरली सिटी रीजन 3, हाईवे पर हूँ तो इको रीजन 3. आई नो दैट्स माई स्टाइल ऑफ ड्राइविंग, बट आई हैव ऑल्सो ड्रिवन विथ योर टेक्निक एज वेल, स्पोर्ट्स रीजन ऑफ. सो यू लेट मी नो. लास्ट क्वेश्चन पुरुषोत्तम. ओके, एट दैट टाइम 25 lakh either B6 was there,
Right.
XCV9E was there, and the Harrier EV was there. VinFast was about to launch in September. Launch नहीं हुई थी, right? But in today's date, there are so many options. Now with the Sierra EV, into the picture. Would you buy the Sierra EV or the Harrier EV if given 25 lakhs or 26 lakhs to you?
I still love this car.
You still love this car.
I would still go for Harrier.
Why? What are the top 5 things about this car that you love the most and that will make you buy this car again?
Honestly, I don't know more about Sierra EV.
Yeah.
I've only seen it.
Yeah, that's okay. You tell about this car.
But then this car, it's spacious inside and very stable on highways. I like it.
Yeah.
Very spacious in terms of boot because I had a smaller boot previously.
Yeah.
And then I like the way it is.
You're just in love with this
प्यार
car.
हो गया है.
यार ये देखो ये होता है, अपनी गाड़ी से प्यार हो जाता है, बट भाई मेरे को आपके सिटी से बहुत प्यार है एंड आई लव यू टू फॉर टेकिंग आउट योर टाइम एंड
Thank you so
मीटिंग मी. नो थैंक्स टू यू एंड थैंक्स टू यू फॉर शेयरिंग योर एक्सपीरियंस विद देम. होप आपको ये इन्फॉर्मेशन अच्छी लगी हो. अगर लगी है तो एक लाइक, एक हार्ट कमेंट सेक्शन में, हमें सब्सक्राइब. चैनल से अगर हेल्प मिली है तो मेंबरशिप पे जाइए, एक सपोर्टर बनिए, सपोर्टर बन के अपने चैनल को सपोर्ट कीजिए. बहुत सारी ओनरशिप रिव्यूज़ और बहुत सारा कंटेंट बैंगलोर सिटी से लेके आने वाला हूँ इस सीरीज़ में. सो सब्सक्राइब के साथ में बेल नोटिफिकेशन को दबा दीजिए. आई थिंक दैट इज़ इट. अभी यहीं पे कट करते हैं. वीडियो पता नहीं कितनी लंबी हो गई, एडिटर भाई थोड़ा सा बुरा मान जाएंगे. सी यू ऑन द नेक्स्ट वन. टेक केयर, गॉड ब्लेस, जय हिंद, लव यू गाइस.
सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलना.
ठीक है ना? आई शाबाश.